Hello everyone, I'm Pentagon Press Secretary Kingsley and welcome to this week's DoW Situation Report. This week, President Trump delivered a historic State of the Union address, the longest State of the Union address in American history. Our Commander-in-Chief is showing no signs of slowing down. He truly never stops working for the American people. During this year's State of the Union, President Trump awarded several honors to our brave service members. Chief Warrant Officer 5, Eric Slover, was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor for his role as the lead helicopter pilot during Operation Absolute Resolve to capture and arrest outlaw dictator Nicolás Maduro. Slover was wounded multiple times during the mission, but despite his injuries, he kept the helicopter flying and helped deliver the agents who arrested Maduro. Retired Navy Captain Royce Williams was also awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor for his service and bravery in the Korean War. Captain Williams was in a dogfight against 7 Soviet MiGs. He was outgunned and outmanned by enemy jets, but against the odds and while taking damage to his own aircraft, he led a victory over the enemy, taking down 4 Soviet MiGs while ensuring not one American aircraft was lost. Some military experts refer to Captain Williams' story as one of the greatest feats in aviation history. The Purple Heart was awarded to Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf and posthumously to Specialist Sarah Beckstrom, members of the National Guard who were ambushed while patrolling Washington, D.C. by an Islamic terrorist who was illegally in our country from Afghanistan. We are so proud to see these brave men and women honored for their acts of service protecting American citizens. On Monday, Secretary Hegseth continued his Arsenal of Freedom tour in Denver, Colorado, where he delivered remarks to the hardworking patriots at True Anomaly and Sierra Space, reminding them that they work shoulder to shoulder with our warfighters, providing real-time solutions that continue our advantage at sea, on land, in the air, and at space. Secretary Hegseth also administered the oath of enlistment to new recruits at Buckley Space Force Base. Congratulations to the true 1% of this nation. Welcome to the Department of War. Secretary Hegseth concluded the Arsenal of Freedom tour today in Camden, Arkansas, where he visited General Dynamics and L3 Harris. On Tuesday, U.S. forces conducted a right of visit, maritime interdiction, and boarding of the Bertha without incident in the Indo-PACOM area of responsibility. In total, 3 vessels tried to defy President Trump's quarantine, hoping to slip away, and all 3 have been captured. This past week, at the direction of Southcom Commander General Francis Donovan, Joint Task Force Southern Spear conducted multiple lethal kinetic strikes on separate vessels operated by designated terrorist organizations. Intelligence confirmed both vessels were transiting along known narco-trafficking routes in the Caribbean and the Eastern Pacific and were engaged in narco-trafficking operations. 6 total male narco-terrorists were killed during these strikes, and no U.S. forces were harmed. Last week, via Truth Social, President Trump directed the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, UAPs, and UFOs. The Department of War's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, or AARO, is working in close coordination with the White House and across federal agencies to consolidate existing UAP records collections and to facilitate the expeditious release of never-before-seen UAP information. Since the office was established, AARO has made progress to make UAP information available and transfer those records to the National Archives in accordance with federal law. We welcome the President's initiative to supercharge these efforts and make UAP information available to the public as soon as possible. That's all we have for you this week. Thanks for watching. God bless you all, and God bless this great country we call home.